What's going on, YouTube? JT's Reborn here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic reviews. And in this video, we're going to be talking about Batman Urban Legends issue number 12. This one's written by several people. So we have a couple stories in here. We have Batman and Zatanna in Bound to Our Will, part 2 of 6 by Vita Ayala. Art by Nicola, I can't pronounce that name. The second storyline is The Wight Witch and Stigma. That's part 2 of 3, written by Ram V. Artist by Okay. Then we have Eternity in Gotham, part 2 of 3 by Moheli Mashigo. I can't terribly pronouncing these names. Then we have lastly Ace the Bat Hound in Hounded, part 2 of 6, written by Mark Russell. So another issue of Urban Legends. Like the last issue, I talked about how it was kind of a good pickup point because a lot of the other storylines had kind of just ended here. The two most interesting stuff in this book for me, Batman and Zatanna. Of course, I like Zatanna. I like Zatanna quite a bit, actually. And seeing her playing off Batman, like one of my favorite episodes of Batman the Animated Series is when Batman has to team up with Zatanna. It's like I would like to have seen her character show up more. So, and plus, like we also have a bit of John Constantine in here. So I feel like there's gonna be a little bit of like some tension, like almost. I feel like there's gonna be kind of like almost like a romantic triangle of sorts, with Zatanna kind of caught in the middle. Like there's gonna be a little bit of that tension kind of going forward now that Constantine's kind of showed up here. So like Bruce and Zatanna, like they're still trying to work things out with their spell. He has to kind of open up to her and all that other stuff to kind of stop these nightmarish creatures. They do some things and then they got to kind of like deal with a little bit of the after effects. There's some more shady stuff kind of going on here. That's what brings Constantine in. Like I said, there's kind of moments here where like you get the sense that she wants to help him out, and like her hands are almost there. I feel like at any moment they could just kind of hook up and like right there on the floor or something like that. But like Bruce is kind of like a little bit neglectful. Oh, but if it were Selina, he would have just done it because he's kind of a pathetic simp for Selina, at least in the whole Rebirth era right now. You know what? Give me Batman and Zatanna at this point. I'm like so over Batman and Catwoman together, thanks to like what Tom King did in his book and like his other Batman Catwoman stuff. I used to like them, but now I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't really want to see Batman and Catwoman together. Maybe something will change my mind, but I'm like, you know, give me Bruce and Zatanna at this point. It add a different element, give me the magic element to like the different Batman stories, because I like when they do magic stuff, because it is like Batman's a little bit out of his element. He's got to have to kind of think on his feet. Yeah, I like the grounded stuff too, but like I think just kind of adding the magical element to some Batman storylines makes it a little bit more fun and like gives us a chance to showcase different villains. And plus we got Zatanna in here, and like there's some comedic stuff with the artwork right there, like where she has to kind of slam it, like you just see her facial expressions right there. I think that was all kind of fun. Then Constantine shows up, and things are about to get a little bit crazy in the next issue. So yeah, like Zatanna, Constantine, and Batman, like the three of them together, it should make this issue more fun. Then the next thing is the Wight Witch storyline by Ram V. Kind of dealing with her past. She's a clone and all that other stuff. I don't particularly care for this thing. I don't like the art style at all. I really don't like this art style, all things considered. I think it's kind of smudged. It's kind of visually not appealing. I guess it kind of fits the disorienting feel of it, but half the time I can't tell who is who because everything's just kind of so smudged together. It's like the line work, it just doesn't stand out to me because everything's just kind of smudged. So I hate to be mean to the artist, but I do not like this art style. It's just not for me. Like I said, it's kind of tough to tell who's who. And I guess like given the storyline circumstances, like it kind of fits a bit, but yeah, this storyline, you can pretty much just skip it. Like, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Then we have the Eternity storyline, dealing with somebody who was just killed. He's got to kind of solve a little bit of a mystery. He sees dead people, like he's Haley Joel Osment in The Sixth Sense, and he's got to kind of solve this whole situation right here, and yada, yada, yada. Got one part left, so that one was just, like I said, all right. The two middle stories are kind of all right. The storyline that I'm most engaged in, actually, is aside from the Batman Zatanna one, is the Ace the Bat Hound one. I like this one because it's mostly just Ace the Bat Hound just kind of kicking ass. Like, you have this real douchebag who's just torturing animals. Like, I hope this son of a bitch just gets his comeuppance in, like, the worst way possible. Like, maybe Ace just, like, rips his heart out with his teeth. I'd be all for it. Like, this guy's just like abusing animals and like experimenting on them. Like, I always hate that stuff. We find out that Lex Luthor even had a dog at one point, but Lex Luthor has like a dog allergy. He's like, you'd think with Lex Luthor he would have figured out a cure for like his dog allergy. They could have fixed it, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Ace is captured at one point, which is kind of mirroring what's going on with Batman. We have all these other animals. You have like a bear and stuff. This is actually really, really fun. It's kind of more of a crazy concept, but I just like seeing Ace just kind of kick ass and at the forefront of the storyline. So I thought that was pretty exciting. He kind of breaks free from his cage, frees the other Hannibals who are kind of like more intelligent now, and they go out and they eventually escape, taking down a bunch of bad guys. Like, this is fun for me. Like, this is kind of like a precursor in a way to the upcoming Super Pets movie. So I'm excited to see where it goes from there. Like I said, I really love whenever you can bring in like the various Bat family related animals like Ace, Titus, Bat Cow, and all that other stuff. I'm going to enjoy the reunion between Batman and Ace, because like you harm a human, you're going to piss somebody off. But if you really harm an animal, you're just a real piece of shit. It's like John Wick right there. Like, that's what makes that movie so great. It's like, what do you do to somebody who kills an innocent puppy? You go out and you go on a murder spree. So that's kind of like where things are going with that thing. So like I said, the two strongest things, Batman and Zatanna, and Ace the Bat Hound, and that stuff right there. So yeah, like I said, give me Batman and Zatanna going forward. I'm over Catwoman at this point. I feel like even some of the writers are. I mean, you still have Batman Catwoman by Tom King, but I'm not really reading that because I've just collectively just agreed just not to read some of that guy's stuff anymore. Unless it's kind of like in a main book I'm interested in. But like I said, I'm kind of over at this point. Give me Batman Zatanna, and I think I'll be cool with that. But they probably won't, because like Batman and Zatanna's kind of always been that, will they? Like, it's been like Bruce is just kind of held back. Like, you almost feel like they could really like be something good if Bruce wasn't so damn stubborn. Like, I feel like he doesn't really give Zatanna the chance that she kind of deserves. So that's kind of where I'm at with that one. Wight Witch, don't particularly care for. I don't really like the art style. Eternity, I'm not really familiar with the character all that much, but like I said, it's kind of interesting, I guess. It's okay. And then Ace the Bat Hound is probably the most fun overall, because you get to see, well, Ace kick ass and free a bunch of animals and take down some bad guys. That to me is fun. That's a little bit exciting. So yeah, that's all I have to say about this one. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Be sure to like this video, share with your friends, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content. Be sure to hit the bell for notifications, and come back next time as we'll talk about, I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of just checked out of comic books for this week. I got some more stuff coming up, but yeah, I think I just want to get this out. So all right, well, that's all I got to say. As always, take care now. Bye bye then, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.